If you want to support the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you. What's up, everybody? It's Trix back with another video, and we got the Winter Soldier abilities demo from Crystal Dynamics today. Now, I'll leave the link in the video description so you can go take a look at that if you haven't already. I'm kind of assuming in this video that you might have already seen it, but basically just wanted to kind of react to what I think will actually be good about the Winter Soldier. It does look like they're trying to gear him up to be a bit of a melee heavy character. His intrinsic attacks, all of his kind of melee attacks are actually pretty high kind of area of effect, a lot of knockback, ground, guard breaker type stuff. So that's pretty cool. His range attack will actually be a 3-round burst that you can upgrade, or not upgrade rather, hold down for like a charge shot to turn it into a singular kind of guard breaking attack. You can see on screen there. But basically, I mean, people are going to obviously play him ranged, right? We all know that that's the better way to play characters in Marvel's Avengers. I think he'll be a solid ranged character. What I'm actually interested in, though, is, if I could just find the spot in the video, his move called Buckshot. And this is actually his heavy power attack, all right? And it's a shotgun blast. So you can see what he does is he actually comes out and hits you with a shotgun, but then you can actually upgrade it so that he does this swing attack afterwards, and then finally finishes off with some other attack there, one other shot, and then a grenade, right? So I'm willing to bet, if I kind of play that whole sequence for you again, I'm willing to bet that this works pretty similarly to Hawkeye's Bag of Tricks, right? And if you can kind of upgrade it that way, that might be a pretty spammy attack that you're going to be able to use with Bucky, and it could be one of the best pieces of his kit. Ultimately, I think there's no mystery that he's going to be a ranged character. Everyone's going to play him ranged. You might play him a little bit melee, but let's be honest, it's going to be fully ranged for the most part. And then his support heroics, so they're actually pretty interesting. He's got Black Widow's invisibility, right? So it's called something tech nonsense. It was just on screen there, but I mean, looks exactly like Black Widow's, different animation, but generally just gives him invisibility. You've got this airstrike assault heroic, which looks pretty clean, I'm not going to lie. And then his ultimate is pretty much just Captain America's Brooklyn Brawler animation, does a big AoE effect, and then marks all these enemies for instant takedown for the whole team. So the whole team can just do instant takedowns, and then it gives him a knife for his light combo attack, kind of similar to like a Brooklyn Brawler, gives you that alternate attack. So that's all pretty cool. I don't think the ultimate is going to be super amazing. It might be useful as like kind of a support, just to kind of help the team out, give those takedowns. But I think his support and assault heroics are actually going to be pretty sweet. Obviously, invisibility. We know that invisibility is a little bugged on Widow, but if it can grant buffs like Widow's does, where Widow gets, heavily increased crit chance, as well as potentially the ability to generate orbs while invisible, it might just be one of those things that you'll just want to have up on Bucky regardless. And then this airstrike, it's pretty reminiscent, I believe, of Hawkeye's assault heroic, kind of the Nightstorm arrow. So I fully expect that you'll be able to upgrade this to, that animation right there that you just saw. I bet that this is just the baseline animation, and then you'll never see this animation again once you pick an element for it, and then you're going to be able to, apply an element from that. Now, this is obviously just speculation, but that's what I'm willing to bet. But I do believe, just based on that, I think Bucky will be a pretty strong ranged character, probably pretty similar to a Black Widow, but just using an AR. And I think, like I said, you might be able to play him multiple ways. You might be able to just ADS with him and play him just like you would a ranged Black Widow with high cal, using kind of that 3-round burst and charge shot. Or you might also be able to play him like Hawkeye, kind of using like Hawkeye's Bag of Tricks and be able to spam the buckshot. We'll have to see what his gear gives us. But just based on that, and then based on, if his assault heroic is able to just quickly apply a status element, and then you can kind of have a different status element with your ranged attack, go invisible for extra damage. I think he could be a pretty solid damage dealer, pretty much on the level of a Hawkeye or a Black Widow. So that's my initial thought. We'll have to see on the 29th when he actually comes out, but let me know what you think of Bucky's kit down in the comments below. Be sure to like, sub if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.